I want to ask you guys, if you were an employer of your having a company, what kind of variable pay you would rather use, like individual incentives or work unit incentive or organizational incentives? Please, Juan.
Uh, I prefer individual incentive because individual incentive is designed to reward individual employees based on their performance, mainly through bonus, commission, or performance-based pay. So individual incentive can be effective where there is individual contribution are easily measurable and can significantly impact outputs. They can provide a sense of autonomy and motivation for employees to excel in their individual responsibilities.
Okay, so Juan preferred individual incentives. Any opinion, please, Said?
If I am the employer of the company, I would rather choose the work unit incentive. That's because whenever we use the work unit incentive, we have some potential benefits like collaboration and teamwork, so that the team of the unit can be more teamwork, more do the teamwork to achieve the target and got the more incentive for them and didn't lose about the cohesiveness about the company. Next is encourage the mutual accountability. This work unit create a sense of collective responsibility to achieve that target. And then whenever we do a teamwork, we have more about the solution of the problem, so we can improve the problem solving in the company.
Okay, thank you, Said. Or maybe, please.
I choose the individual incentive plans reward because they more menghargai karyawan for meeting their job-related performance standards such as quality, productivity, customer satisfaction, safety, or attendance. That's all.
Any opinion, guys? Ahmad, please.
I think I will choose the individual incentive because the two purpose to the individual, because we see the individual, the performance itself, and individual with measure fix make sure what individual do to the in company. So individual incentive will be work to the employee and give the more attention and give more advantage to employee and the company.
Thank you. So most of you answer you would rather choose the individual incentive ones. Actually, there's no wrong answer here, guys. I just ask your opinion whether you in the future having a company and you would rather use what kind of incentive. But for a large company, usually they use the common one. It is the work or team incentive, because it is kind of hard to measure just only individuals, only to assess one person, even though that they are having their own manager in their division. But it is also kind of hard if a large company didn't have a work team to gain profit and target of the company. Okay, guys, we will jump to the next question of discussion. Can you guys give, since you are already saying I choose individual incentive, I choose work unit incentive, can you guys give me some example where those kind of incentive is like fit the condition is best used? When should the employer use individual incentive, or when should the employer use work unit team, and when should the employer use organizational variable pay? Did you guys already maybe seen the material? Please, Maria.
So for me, there are three types of variable pay. The first one is individual variable. For me, whenever a company want to apply this kind of variable pay, when they focus on developing their HR competencies objectively, and also when they want to that every employee to be motivated and carry out like healthy competition in a company. And then the second one is work unit team variable pay. It is whenever a company want to maybe maximize their team performance that need like some collaboration and support between each of the member. And then the last one is organization variable pay. It is when the company focus on expand their company, and also they try to develop the relationship, so that is they can be ready to having a competitive advantage.
Yeah, that's right, Maria. So, since Maria already mentioned the three of the levels, or maybe there's also another opinion. Okay, thank you, John.
Because previously I choose individual incentive, I think this time will be very soon when an activity can be measured when individual efforts directly impact the revenue. For example, sales
That's
activity.
right.
Or it will be great if something can be measured like when individual performance can be objectively measured and linked to specific outcomes.
That's right, John. So individual incentive, like John said, it is can be measured if it is have a direct impact to the employee revenue and company's revenue. So the individual employee is best used when the output and the result can be directly linked to the specific employee. The work unit team, the work unit or team incentive, it is best used when the interdependence and collaboration are critical to achieve the results. So the organizational incentive, it is best used when the employees have solid line of sight to enterprise level outcomes. Okay, we will jump to the individual incentive systems. So, individual incentive system tie personal efforts to additional rewards for the individual employee. Do you guys know, or maybe you can mention the three types of individual incentive? Yes, please, Maria.
Just mention right from the book I have read. There's three types of individual incentive. The first one is a piece rate,
Yes.
and then the second one is bonus one time, and then the last one is like some numerous non-monetary incentive.
Yes, that's right. Like Maria said, there is three types of individual incentive. It is piece rate systems, bonus, and numerous non-monetary incentives. The most basic one, it is the piece rate systems. It is like the under a straight piece rate system. Wages, employee wages are determined by multiplying the number of unit produced by the piece rate of for one unit. Like how many the product they produce for the company, it will be the pengali untuk their incentive. The next is bonus, like Maria already said, which is like an additional compensation. Bonus is like additional compensation, which is one-time payment. So bonus is not like selalu ada. It is like just one-time payment that does not become part of the employee's base pay. Individual bonus are used all levels in firms and are popular short-term incentive. Like bonus is a short-term incentive. And the last one is numerous non-monetary incentive. It also can be used to reward individuals from one-time contests or meeting performance target to award for performance over time. For instance, like for example, safe driving awards are given to truck drivers with no